I want to take a moment to talk about insurance coverage. It's been my experience that with the advent of the internet and purchasing insurance policies through telephone companies and such, that people really don't understand what insurance coverage does. There's a number of different things that insurance coverage can do for you. When you purchase an insurance policy, you are actually purchasing coverage to protect you in the event that you hurt or harm somebody else. That is, if you were to get in a car accident where you were at fault, your insurance company would hire an attorney to represent you and protect you, and they would pay for any damages that you are responsible for up to a certain set sum of money. That's what we call a policy limit. Oftentimes in insurance policies, there are two numbers that address the liability coverage. That is, the coverage that you're responsible for or the coverage that will apply if you injured somebody else. The first number is called the per person number, and the second is the per occurrence number. In California, the minimal policy is a $1530 policy. That's shorthand for $15,000/$30,000 in coverage, which means that your insurance coverage would pay up to $15,000 in damage to any one person that you were harmed, or a total of $30,000 per occurrence, regardless of how many people you had harmed. So to kind of put that into context, if you were to hit a bus and 10 people were injured, no one person would get more than $15,000, and no more than $30,000 would be paid out to all people harmed. Now, that doesn't abrogate you from further responsibility for it. Any damages in excess of those amounts are your own personal responsibility, which is why I always encourage people to purchase more insurance coverage, and you would find that purchasing a level of insurance coverage up from that minimal policy, maybe going from a $1530 policy to a $300,000 policy, wouldn't cost you that much more in terms of your insurance premiums per month. Now, the big important part of that is that once you increase your liability coverage, you can increase your uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. That coverage is particularly important because it will allow you to recover damages if you are injured by somebody that doesn't have insurance coverage or that has less than adequate insurance coverage. And fortunately, a lot of my clients have the foresight to purchase uninsured motorist coverage so that they can have some sort of recourse and be able to recover something when they're hurt by somebody that doesn't have any insurance coverage. That doesn't mean that the drunk driver isn't responsible. It just simply means that his ability or her ability to pay is compromised because they don't have insurance coverage. You can never rely on the fact that people are going to do the right thing in our society, and you have to make sure that you're adequately protected. The best way to do that is to get high limit uninsured motorist coverage. I would encourage you to talk to your broker about increasing that coverage to the maximum policy.